Welcome to my channel. Today, I will be coming to you and talking to you about situations when you're submitting your personal tax return when you are owing Sars and why. In the various instances that taxpayers owe Sars. My name is Carol, based here in Johannesburg, South Africa. I'll be talking to you about these and other matters. Please hit the subscribe button, follow us, like us, and share this video with anyone who you know will be submitting their personal tax return. Now, in my earlier video, I talked about the refunds and the fact that there are instances where taxpayers will submit their return and they will be refunded. I'm talking in this particular video about a different scenario, which is a scenario where you as a taxpayer submit your return and instead of Sars owing you a refund, you are now owing Sars. The question is why? Surely we're expecting your employer to have done their deductions correctly in such a manner that you do not owe Sars. However, having done your deductions correctly, there could still be other issues that can cause you to owe Sars. One of them, and we've talked about the logbook, is if on your travel allowance that your employer has been paying you at a reduced tax rate, if the travel allowance exceeds by far your need based on the travel. So Sars will compare your mileage that you traveled for the year. They'll compare that with the amount of travel allowance that the company has paid you. If you've been overpaid travel allowance based on the actual work travel that you've done, then you could be in a situation where you're owing Sars. So that's situation number one. Situation number two that I see more and more common is if you have two IRP files. So why would someone have two IRP files? For instance, if you move halfway through the year and you were working at company A, then you find, you're moving on to greener pastures, a promotion, you move to company B within the same tax year. What that will then do is give you two IRP files, which when Sars pulls your salary together, may bring your tax bracket up a notch. And this is why individuals very often owe Sars and they are required to pay in when they submit their tax return because their taxes in their individual IRP files from the two different companies may have been correctly calculated, but when you combine the IRP file, as you have to when you're doing your income tax return, that could result in a completely different scenario. So that is instance number one. Instance number two is a simple case of perhaps your employer just did not use the right tax code, or they just simply could be an error. Either way, if you find yourself in a situation where you're owing Sars, you need to be able to look carefully at your IRP 5. Was the pay-as-you-earn correctly deducted? And the UIF. Was everything done correctly? If the answer is still yes, now an investigation needs to be done because owing Sars should only be in just the few instances that we've mentioned before up in our video. So enjoy the rest of your week as you prepare and as you get your paperwork ready to file your tax return. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening and hit the subscribe button, like our channel, share our channel.